With the NBA draft just around the corner, it's always fun to look back at past drafts to see where players have evolved from their draft position. The NBA draft is only 2 rounds, so it's important to nail your draft pick. However, sometimes a player drops down the draft board and ends up being absolutely slept on. And these players often become the backbone of a franchise, and in some cases, lead them to a championship. So with that being said, here are our top 5 biggest NBA draft steals.
Play clock at 5. Score 4 goals. 3. It's a 2 home run and 1.
Number 5, Tony Parker. The San Antonio Spurs had just come off their first NBA title in 1999 and were among the league's best teams going into the 2001 season. Hence why they picked so late in the draft that year. And with the 28th pick, the Spurs drafted Tony Parker, a generational point guard who became the cornerstone for the franchise, leading them to 4 more championships, highlighted by a 2007 Finals MVP. Number 4, Draymond Green. The Golden State Warriors have managed to keep together their core of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green since 2012, the year Green was drafted 35th overall. Prior to being drafted, scouts looked at Green as being a solid defensive presence, however a shorter post player that might have problems with size in the NBA. However, those scouts were wrong. Green was a core piece to the Warriors' championship run from 2015 to 2022, being named to multiple All-Star teams and being named the 2017 NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Number 3, Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili had an interesting start to his NBA career. He was selected 57th overall in the 1999 draft, but chose to return to Italy and play another 3 years in Europe, leaving the basketball world questioning why the Spurs wouldn't choose a rotational ready player. However, those questions were put to rest in 2002 when Ginobili joined the Spurs as almost a seasoned vet and was a key part to Popovich's team in helping the Spurs win their second title. His continued success with the Spurs until his retirement in 2018 proved that sometimes a great player's path doesn't always have to go through the NCAA. Number 2, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was selected 13th in the 1996 stacked NBA draft class. While 13th isn't as low as some of the others on our list, it's important to remember that Kobe is considered to be one of the top 10 greatest players of all time, in my opinion anyway. And of the list of the greatest players to ever play, it's rare that any of those players are drafted out of the top 5, let alone the top 10. MJ, 3rd overall. LeBron, 1st overall. Bird, 6th. Magic, 1st. Shaq, 1st. Kareem, 1st. Duncan, 1st.
You've made your point.
However, for a brash and confident Bryant straight out of high school, he fell to 13th in the Charlotte Hornets, who immediately flipped him for Vlade Divac, a deal I'm sure the Hornets regret in hindsight. And the number 1 biggest steal of the NBA draft has to be the 2-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. Not only did every NBA team pass up the chance to select him in the first round, but Jokic was notoriously drafted during a Taco Bell commercial on the NBA's telecast. Jokic is one of the game's best players today and has the chance to go down as one of the greatest ever. And having just secured his first NBA championship, that's pretty impressive for a second rounder. There you have it, those are our top 5 biggest NBA draft steals. Which ones did we get right, which ones did we get wrong? Let us know in the comments. And if you're loving our NBA content, be sure to check out our story behind on the Spurs Dynasty and Draymond Green. I'll link those right here. As always, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Follow us on all socials. I'm your boy AB. I'll see you next time.